Okay, so this is my first post, so it's going to be horrible, obviously, but I decided to do it from Brighton Pride. This is a street party in Kemp Town, UK. Celebration of whatever, I don't know, people getting drunk. But this is like a offshoot of what I wanted to talk about, which is Western civilization. Young people aren't really taught about what Western civilization means. It's ignored or it's denigrated. But actually, what I've come to realize is that the achievements and the goals and the knowledge of Western civilization has taken thousands of years to achieve. And if we get people in shorts dancing with glitter on, that's a fair enough offshoot. But what we don't realize is how easy it is to lose all this. I mean, this is Brighton. This is considered to be the San Francisco of England. But the English have forgotten, really, or haven't been told the lessons of history. And so I think I want this channel to be about recognizing how good it is to have liberty, freedom, to be able to do what the fuck you want, anywhere, anytime. I mean, this street party is pretty tame. There's no violence, no one's getting molested. People are getting drunk, they're having a good time, it's sunny. But they think it's a given. They think that is how life is. But it isn't necessarily so. If Germany had won the Second World War, this wouldn't be allowed. If China had taken over the world, this wouldn't be allowed. If the Middle East had somehow taken over the world, this wouldn't be allowed. I think we take it for granted. We take things for granted. And so I think I'm going to do a channel based on what I love about Western civilization, what I've learned about what you can lose, what is there to lose. Anyway, enjoy the pictures. Because England, contrary to popular current belief, is one of the freest countries in the world. The police aren't an oppressive force here. When I was in America, you really felt the authority of the police, where here they're kind of like a sideline. Because they know that it's by consensus that they enact order. If anyone was out of order here, the whole crowd would turn against them. It's not, we don't feel that we're being forced to behave. The way that Americans can sometimes feel that there is force involved. You must comply. You have 21 seconds to comply before I shoot you. It's not really the attitude in England. Who's this old guy? else did I want to say? So I was thinking about the Quartering and Sargon of Akkad and Paul Joseph Watson. They had a chat recently. They were talking about UKIP and using their popularity, adding their weight to UKIP to trying to push through Brexit. And Tommy Robinson. And it's interesting to me that I already can't talk about stuff to my family, my friends, because the media is so quick to make people verboten. So Tommy Robinson is absolutely verboten in common parlance. And yet, if you do any research whatsoever, you realise, oh yeah, he's just against Islamification of England, which is everyone should be on that. And that's partly the reason I came here to Brian Pride, was to show that England is very far from getting Islamified, right? There's no Islamification here. But what it is that they don't realise that that's a threat, that this is under threat. That it would only take a couple of laws to go, okay, no more street parties, no more nakedness, and suddenly, okay, you can't have street parties. And so while I applaud this event, I love it, I'm aware that they're ignorant of their rights, and I don't know if they would fight for it. I don't know how hard they would fight for it. And I'm aware that I've got a camera on a bin, and there may be wind, there may be anything, so I don't know. So Sargon of Akkad and Paul Joseph Watson are trying to use their popularity to push through Brexit, and I'm totally on board with Brexit. Even that is verboten in popular company, in polite company, because people don't realise what the fuck it means. They don't realise that sovereignty, ruling yourself, is a fundamental thing that people fought for, that was achieved after 2,000 years of warlords and kings. They don't realise that, or they don't think about it. They don't know it. So it's very annoying to argue from a position whereby your opponent is ignorant of the issues and have been fed a diet of lies and untruths. And so you start from, you can't even begin to say, well, here's the playing pitch, we're playing football on this pitch. They don't even have a pitch to play on. They don't realise that they don't even know the parameters of what they're talking about. So the arguments for Brexit for me are the same as to why Western civilization is even a thing to talk about, to discuss, in that Western civilization learned everything they could from the Greeks about democracy, the self, the individual, and the West is trying to build a society whereby the individual is the coin of the realm, if you will. There's no groups, there's no identity except for the person, the citizen. And how that isn't taught in schools is it's an outrage, basically. It's basically an outrage that we no longer have the knowledge of what it is, why this is possible. How is it that we can have gay people, any people behaving themselves, having fun in a street, it's because subconsciously we all know we don't want to rob people. It wouldn't be good if someone could just run through here with a gun and rob everyone. So that doesn't happen. I mean, there's high-tech security now because the Islamists would love to come in here and kill a load of people. That's a fact. I went to the Pride yesterday and there were 3 policemen with the biggest guns you've ever seen. I think they were Heckler and Koch. They were about 2.5 foot long. They had a magazine of must have been 30 bullets. They looked like Star Wars. It looked like the most high-tech weaponry available to mankind. That's what it looked like. And they were there because, of course, there's the threat of Islamic jihadists who, what is their fucking plan? Do they think that they can overturn this? I don't really understand what the hell they hope to achieve except for the clash of civilizations, which they're going to lose. As soon as it becomes hot, they'll lose. They'll lose in 20 minutes. It'll be a 20-minute war. But while it's still cold, they can peck away. While it's still cold, they can peck away. And we lose a person here, 70 kids here, 70 kids there. I mean, I guess they don't have a plan. They're not a logical enemy. That's the problem. They're an illogical, irrational enemy, which is frightening. Because the British are never going to give up this, ever. And the English will never give up this, ever. Anyway, I don't know what I was going to say, but I wanted to rant, and I wanted to show... I wanted to do a video whereby it's not just a blank screen. There's people living their life. It's England. It's mostly white people. That's, you know, so shooting. It's Brighton. It's the south of England. They've been here forever, or will be here forever, I think. Everyone's having a nice time. There's young, there's old, there's gay, there's straight. There's, I don't know what the hell that is. But we have to start thinking about it. We have to start, and so this channel is going to be a celebration of Western civilization, and Gavin McGuinness has done it with his Proud Boys, where you've got to be conscious of what it is to be Western. So the consciousness is maybe what I want to encourage. And so, diversity in comics is another one who's making people conscious of, well, you know what, it's okay to be straight white. You've still got to have talent, meritocracy. That's all that you can only base a society on, meritocracy. It can't be anything else. Okay, one more person to mention is Jordan Peterson, and I started making a comic book on his comment about the reason why socialism fails. It's because the amount of control you need to make sure that everyone gets fed, restaurants aren't overcharging, everyone has work, there are no people speaking badly. The amount of control that is needed, required. What happens is, some bright spark with a gun shoots the leader, shoots the 6 generals and their families, and he takes charge of all that apparatus, the state apparatus. And suddenly, he can do whatever he likes. And he will do whatever he likes. And he'll kill millions of people, which is what happens. Pol Pot, Stalin, Mao, Ceausescu, Venezuela. Okay, I think I'm done. Thanks.